Predator is a 1987 American science fiction action film directed by John McTiernan and written by brothers Jim and John Thomas. It is the first installment in the Predator franchise. Arnold Schwarzenegger stars as the leader of an elite paramilitary rescue team on a mission to save hostages in guerrilla-held territory in a Guatemala Central American rainforest, who encounter the deadly Predator, a skilled, technologically advanced alien who stalks and hunts them down. Plot: an alien spacecraft deploys a shuttle to Earth, while Dutch, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and his elite commando team arrive in an unnamed Central American country. They meet a General Phillips, and Dylan, played by Carl Weathers. Dylan tells Dutch that a high-ranking cabinet minister, traveling by helicopter nearby, has gone missing in the jungle, presumably shot down by a rebel guerrilla group operating in the area. Dutch's team has been charged with going over the border and into rebel territory to rescue the man. Dutch's team are dropped at night into the jungle by helicopter and they hike toward the rebel camp. En route, they find the downed helicopter. Dutch's tracker, Billy, played by Sonny Landham, is able to determine that the rebels indeed took the cabinet minister, but another group of men also passed through, likely more American soldiers. Later, Billy senses something nearby and finds the bodies of 3 men who have been flayed and hung upside down. In a pile of entrails, another of Dutch's men, Mac, played by Bill Duke, finds a set of dog tags. Dutch recognizes the name on them: Jim Hopper, a Green Beret. Dutch is puzzled and looks to Dylan for information. Dylan says he knows nothing about another team. The team arrives at the rebel camp undetected. Dutch and his team destroy the camp in an all-out assault and kill all the rebels. There are no hostages alive, however. Dutch finds a lone, terrified girl, Anna, played by Elpidia Carrillo. They take her along as a prisoner. Dutch realizes they have been set up and confronts Dylan. Dylan confirms that Dutch and his team were merely pawns to destroy the camp and its men. He also confirms that he lied about Hopper's team. When they went missing, Dylan called in Dutch. With no choice, the team heads to the chopper rendezvous point. However, unknown to the team, they are being tracked by an unseen enemy that sees their body heat signatures. The team moves into a thickly forested valley where they plan to meet their extraction helicopter. Anna hits Pancho, played by Richard Chavez, with a tree limb and tries to escape the group, and Hawkins, played by Shane Black, follows. When he catches her, a distorted, human-like figure rushes out of the jungle and kills Hawkins. Dutch's Hispanic crew member, Pancho, asks Anna what happened. All she can say is, "The jungle came alive and took him." Dutch orders the others to find Hawkins' body, which is hanging from a tree nearby. They do not find him, and while he scans the area, the team's largest man, Blaine, played by Jesse Ventura, is hit twice by laser-like blasts of energy that blow out his chest. He falls dead and his friend, Mac, rushes to him. Mac sees a humanoid-like distortion that flashes green eyes. Mac opens fire with Blaine's minigun, firing thousands of rounds into the jungle. The rest of the team rushes to the spot and also open fire. After checking the area in front of them, Pancho tells Dutch that they didn't hit anything living. A close inspection of Blaine's wounds shows no signs of shrapnel or gunpowder burns. When asked what he saw, a terrified Mac is unable to identify the enemy. Only Anna finds any evidence, a green glowing fluid on a large leaf, which she doesn't tell anyone about. In another part of the jungle, the distorted humanoid, played by Kevin Peter Hall, sits down on a tree branch and excludes a cloaking device that can bend light to create the illusion of invisibility. The humanoid has been wounded in the thigh, dripping the same sort of fluid Anna had found. It is the creature's blood. It uses a bizarre first aid kit to dress its wound. When it removes the bullet, it lets out an inhuman howl of pain, a sound heard by Anna. Dutch has the team make camp for the night. Mac is given first watch and reminisces about his dead friend. A noise alerts him and a dark shape falls on him. He stabs it repeatedly, drawing the rest of the team to him. The enemy turns out to be a wild pig. In the aftermath, Billy informs everyone that Blaine's body is gone. Dutch determines that their unseen enemy is not only killing them one by one but also methodically hunting them. The team constructs a trap from jungle vines which form a net and an elaborate system of tripwires. While they wait for their stalker to set off the trap, Anna talks of a legendary demon that had stalked her village in times of extremely hot weather. She says that men were found skinned and missing body parts. Dutch and Dylan think that the trap won't work without live bait, so Dutch carefully walks out into the clearing among the tripwires. As he turns around, the trap goes off and something is tangled in the net. Laser blasts shoot from the net, hitting the trap's anchoring tree trunk, which detaches and swings into Pancho, hitting him square in the chest and severely injuring him. Dylan sees the distortion of the stalker's camouflage as it flees into the jungle. Mac instantly takes off after the creature over Dutch's orders for him to return, seeking revenge for Blaine. Dutch, Pancho, Billy and Anna all leave to meet the chopper, while Dylan runs after Mac. Dylan finds Mac a short distance away. Mac has found their enemy camped out in a tree stand. The two agree on a plan to approach it silently and kill it. While crawling through the underbrush, Mac notices a three-pointed laser pattern on his arm and is killed when he exposes his head to his enemy. Dylan finds him dead a few minutes later. Dylan is attacked by the stalker, who fires a laser blast that severs one of his arms. Dylan tries to defend himself but is impaled on a large double-bladed weapon. The rest of the team cross a large tree trunk bridge. Billy, sensing the presence of the enemy, throws away his rifle and faces it alone, armed only with his machete. He is quickly killed. His scream is heard by the rest of the party. Dutch, Anna and Pancho stop, and Pancho is killed by a laser blast. Anna picks up a gun to shoot but Dutch kicks it away. Another laser blast hits Dutch's rifle, blowing it in half. Dutch yells for Anna to run to the helicopter and he crawls away. Dutch ends up sliding down a hill that drops him off a cliff into a river. Dutch swims to the other side and is resting on the muddy bank when his pursuer splashes down behind him. Dutch, weaponless and covered in mud, helplessly waits for his enemy to kill him. The humanoid surfaces an adaptive camouflage device that concealed it from Dutch and his team appears to be malfunctioning due to exposure to water, and the creature switches it off. It spots a target in the brush and tracks it with a 3-beamed laser scope and shoots at it, a small rodent, with a shoulder-mounted cannon. The alien does not, however, see Dutch, whose body heat is insulated by the mud on his skin. Dutch mounts an offensive, choosing a strategic spot and sets a garroting trap with spikes. Dutch also builds a bow and several arrows with gunpowder from his spare grenades and fashion spears. He also covers himself in mud to further his advantage. Meanwhile, the creature rips the spinal column and skull from Billy's corpse, cleaning it to make a trophy. When he's ready, Dutch lights a crude torch and sounds out a primitive yell, summoning the alien and dropping the torch onto a large bonfire he'd built. The alien arrives and crawls over the unseen Dutch. Dutch fires one of his explosive arrows at the creature, permanently disabling its invisibility device. However, Dutch rapidly runs out of weapons. The alien captures him in a pond. After a brief examination of his human opponent, the creature removes its helmet, revealing its face, deep-set eyes, a bald head, dreadlocks, and a fang-filled mouth with large mandibles. It engages Dutch hand-to-hand, a battle where the alien has the advantage of strength over Dutch. Dutch draws the creature into the spiked trap he'd set, yelling for it to come closer to kill him. The creature discovers the trap and walks around behind Dutch. As it moves in, Dutch notices it standing directly under the trap's counterweight. Dutch kicks away the trigger and the counterweight plummets, crushing the alien. Dutch moves in to finish it off with a large rock but throws it away when he sees that the alien is already wounded fatally. Dutch asks, "What the hell are you?" and the creature repeats the phrase. It opens a panel on its gauntlet and activates a timer. As he does, the creature laughs, imitating Billy. A small nuclear explosion goes off as Dutch leaps to cover. In a helicopter flying nearby, General Phillips and Anna see the explosion. They see Dutch in an incinerated patch of rainforest. Dutch is rescued, looking physically exhausted. About the film. The film directed by John McTiernan and written by brothers Jim and John Thomas. Predator was written in 1984 with the working title of Hunter. The casting of Predator includes Arnold Schwarzenegger, Carl Weathers, Bill Duke, Jesse Ventura, Sonny Landham, Richard Chavez, Shane Black and Kevin Peter Hall. The movie was primarily filmed in the jungles of Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. The rugged and dense tropical environment added to the authenticity of the setting. The production faced challenges such as extreme heat, humidity, and logistical issues in the remote locations. The film's score was composed by Alan Silvestri, known for his powerful and suspenseful compositions. The iconic main theme, featuring a blend of orchestral and electronic elements, has become synonymous with the Predator franchise. Predator was released in the United States on June 12, 1987. It premiered internationally in various countries throughout the year. The film had an estimated budget of around $15 to $18 million. At the box office, it was a commercial success, grossing over $98 million worldwide, making it one of the highest-grossing films of that year. Predator received generally positive reviews from critics. The film's thrilling action sequences, memorable characters, and innovative creature design were praised. It has since gained a cult following and is regarded as a classic of the action and science fiction genres. The success of Predator led to the creation of a franchise that includes sequels. The original film spawned several sequels, including Predator 2, 1990, Predators, 2010, and The Predator, 2018. There have also been crossover films featuring the Predator character, such as Alien vs. Predator, 2004, and Aliens vs. Predator, Requiem, 2007. Also original films spawned spin-offs, video games, and comic books. The character of the Predator has become an iconic and enduring figure in popular culture. 10 interesting facts about Predator movie. 1. Jean-Claude Van Damme was initially cast as the Predator but was replaced during filming due to creative differences. 2. The movie was inspired by a joke about Rocky Balboa fighting an alien, which led to the concept of an extraterrestrial predator. 3. The Predator's iconic mandibles were inspired by a design feature of the creature in the 1984 film Dune. 4. Kevin Peter Hall, standing at over 7 feet tall, played both the Predator and the helicopter pilot in the film. 5. The film's infrared vision effect was achieved using a special thermal imaging camera borrowed from the Los Angeles Police Department. 6. The M16A1 assault rifle and M203 grenade launcher used by Dutch is the same one used in Al Pacino's final scene in Scarface. 7. The movie's jungle setting was so remote that the cast and crew had to be flown in by helicopter. 8. The studio's insurance company forced the hiring of a bodyguard for Sonny Landham, whose sole purpose was to protect people from Sonny, as he was known to be violent and short-tempered towards everyone. 9. A crew spent 2 weeks wiring the jungle with explosives, to create the destruction in the military assault scene. 10. The iconic line, "Get to the choppa," has become one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's most famous catchphrases.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more interesting videos and don't forget to press like button and share.